and hop into what I've been channeling for a cool little minute. But part of it, like I said, I have to put myself in the situation and also to go ahead and solve a lot of things, right? Because I was just sitting here and I was pondering and I'm like, yo, what could have possibly like had happened in my life for me to like be able to block out so many things that had happened, right? Within this damn so-called unit, right? So I'll say something told me put the pieces together, Rita. Because I kept dreaming, and the dreams was like literally giving me some tales. One detail in particularly, because I kept waking up with the name Demetria, Dimitri, Demetrius. That name is very important, whether you're an investigator. It's either you're going to be an investigator or somebody's investigating something or someone's looking into something, or whether this is like family putting pieces together for their own scenario and situation, especially if you have some kind of ties and connections towards me, because these motherfuckers watch this shit too faithfully just to make sure like, oh, what is this she gonna say, what is it that she knows, how much does she know how far does this shit go. Yeah, I still remember that fucking seance all the way when I was in Lawton, Oklahoma in that apartment. Like, see, when it comes to Patrick Monique Luter, it could be proven. Because how was it that were able, you show up to Chicago miraculously when she has all this shit going on? Because now it's like everybody want to get real fucking quiet. Real quiet, right? So if I had to go ahead and rewind all the way through someone's timeline, this will go all the way back to 1996 forward. And in this instant, 1998, 11, I remember who all was in the picture. So the ones that were in the pictures had allowed me to know, okay, where do we go from there? Fast forward. So I said, like, okay, what would cause the mental to want to shut down and you not see a truth for what the truth is? Now, Patrick had this thing where I'm gonna give you $200, whatever. It was just to shut me up because he knew like once I got started, it ain't no doing it. Now, one thing was he knew it was one time that this man has ever raised his hand at me, and that one time was the last time that that man ever thought in his soul, in his mind, to ever fucking raise his hands towards me. Now, the other kids I cannot speak for because them motherfuckers probably got traffic, so was the cover up to from certain things getting told and talked about, because it was like Natalia, oh yeah, she got pimped out. Why would you pimp out your child to this big end man? She was what, 16? That man was like 40 and was like, oh no, but well, he giving you money. Well, you got to use what you got to get what you want. No, the fuck you don't. Who the fuck told you that? But then I had to understand, well, here comes Sheila. Well, they lost both of their parents, and this is just how. No, I love how y'all used to use that, that same line as a fucking excuse to be not held accountable. See, if I had to go back to 2001, 2002, because this is like 2000 to 2002, because R. Kelly's what's that album he had? Because I'm a flirt. That album had dropped around then. Now, when that had dropped, like I said, I still remember where I lived at. It was on Bell Street. You living in Oklahoma City. You moving around. This is how I knew Pat was involved when it came to my aunt passing away so fast, because it's like, oh yeah, me and my wife, you and Kim was there. Kim was a nurse. So you don't think a nurse would know what would be the cause of death? See, the reason being why Patrick Monique Luter's wife, Kimberly, passed away, and why Kimberly was trying to go ahead and get him, like, motherfucker, I'm gonna get my money either way. So both of them were already in cahoots. Kimberly had ties to the state of Tennessee, but then it was just like how he met and how things happened in between there, because it's the scenario playing around the time all of this was happening. Because my aunt Denise passed away early, what, 2003, 2004, in Chicago in a hospital. How was this woman going from super stable, and then once you find out like she's getting ready to start her life over again, get something new, you couldn't handle that. That was the same time where I sat there and watched Marion Denise Luter. I'm talking about I ain't ever seen no woman, and my Aunt Denise is beautiful. Okay, that was a beautiful woman. I seen this grown woman hem up a man that so-called served like all these years of prison, but literally he didn't serve that much time in fucking prison, because it's like you got off because you snitched on somebody. And the person who you snitched on, Patrick, they gonna know now that it was you. So right there and then, let's have fun right there, right? See, when it comes to his other child, Manisha's mama so-called was a prostitute, or end up getting turned out, but end up changing her life, where, a white man ended up marrying her. But mind you, she ended up having HIV and AIDS. So you don't think money up? Yeah. So let's carry along. And I'm like, okay, well, she passed away. You get this child. This child ended up marrying a dude from Mexico. Because, me, I'm going to do my motherfucking research, because I need to know who the fuck is around me, because I didn't have too much fucking traumatizing situations go on. So some said dig a little bit deeper just to make sure. Because mind you, I'm tired of cartel life. I'm tired of the fucking street life. But it's like a very good front, like how we call them front shops and shit like that. It's very big front shops. Front shops could be motherfuckers pretending, oh yeah, I went to school and I love my job to be a nurse. No, bitch, you love the money. You really don't love the job, because as soon as you get ready to leave from out of them, your patient's room, when you're supposed to have bedside manners, how dare you go back there in the back of your fucking computers and feel like it was safe and it's okay for you to talk cashes? Girl, her coochie was stinking, and girl, her breath was stinking, and she should have made a better decision. And you bitches still not making better decisions, because you the fucking trick of the nigga that's sitting at home eating off of you, and then you sitting there looking stupid as fuck, Carla, because your husband of over 20 fucking plus years been roasting the fuck out of you, embarrassing the fuck out of you, belittling you. That shit was fucking annoying as a kid, because y'all didn't want to let me off the motherfucking leash to go ahead and unleash the Kraken, because y'all knew when the Kraken came, it was just going to be that, and y'all didn't know how to clean it up. And that was overstood. I can understand now, because you want to know why? You know how weird it is for people to be like, what would make you think of that? Well, what would make you want to do that? Now, okay, I love the fact that men run the fuck away, because what would make you want to think that, baby? You think I'm tired of motherfuckers thinking that you're going to get an upper hand on me, because I was meant to live and have a fucking purpose. Sir, do you want to live? Because my favorite thing to tell anybody, choose life. You don't know what type of gifts that people carry. You don't. And some people really physically here in the 3D have supernatural gifts, and people get scared of that shit, because it's like, you can read my mind. Yes, it's too easy. You can see the dead. Yes, it's too easy. You can read my future. Yes, too easy. You can predict what I'm going to do next. Yes, too fucking easy. Depending on what kind of pattern and what type of lifestyle you live, yes, it's going to be very predictable to pick up what it is that you do and say next. Now, back to going ahead and solve the fact of what was happening with Mary and Denise Luter. That's going to lead to cracking open a very bigger organization that you've been connected to for a long time. Now, everybody, the people you've been connected, they money long. Because I'm here. I got plenty money. Because it was very weird that all of y'all could go show up, but then y'all decided to tell me like last week, yeah, we in Oklahoma for this stuff. The thing of it is that stuck out with, Rita was just like, yeah, you win or whatever, but you're not asking these questions. Why would you keep taking up for this motherfucker abuser when clearly she's telling you without telling you the motherfucker is flipping his own fucking kids? You think a man gonna give a shit about what it is that's going on if he's willing to flip the ones that he got with him in his care? The only reason why you end up getting the tail because her mama was cracked out and got turned out. Ooh, I wonder how did that happen? Why? Because I remember even riding with you you was selling her those drugs. The cocaine, the crack, and everything she needed, you supplied it. The old dope boys, how they used to want to do it back in the day. Oh, go ahead and give me some of them. Yeah, I'll give you a little something. Remember Meatball? That's what he was known as, Meatball, around in the city. My car sitting here telling me like, oh, you don't need the cars to go ahead and give up what it is and how the operations work out. Because it's like how certain underground operations work out. I can give you full intel, details on who do it, how they do it, and how they fucking run it. But the fact that this came from blood first, family betrayal, shit, the street betrayal ain't shit to me. That's like, that ain't nothing. That's like playing in the sandbox. They took my Play-Doh, teacher. I know. And you keep it moving. And it's either going to go one or two ways. They're going to keep fucking with you or put their hands on you. And once they put your hands on you, well, if your mama taught you right, shit, as long as they touch you first, it's self-defense after that, right? I learned that a long time ago. Because as I'm putting the pieces together and how y'all let a person know that someone passed away that y'all knew for a fucking fact, like, hey, that person is solid, that's a person's rock. But then it's like how y'all delayed it. Georgetta, y'all called 2 weeks later, y'all knew the motherfucker was gone. I was just reading it in the paper, and who's this man? Bitch, you knew who the fuck she was. You, oh, Shrita, that's, you know, your people's folks. That's your Auntie Denise. Because, you know, at that time, we didn't have video or, you know, pictures able to go through cell phones at that time. But we had cell phones. That's when you used to play the little snake game on the phones. Yeah. Them years old. And I'm just sitting here just like, damn, what more can I put together? Because I was like, in order for, it was like the cancer ended up just moving at a rapid speed. But how was it something going at a rapid speed if the woman was in a coma and she's pregnant? So to me, her death wasn't just caused from the cancer. It's called y'all speeded that up. It's called y'all murdered that baby. And it's called that the daddy that was of that baby that y'all ended up taking away from that man, that he was ready and excited to have that baby with her and to be with her. Yeah, they got the investigators on y'all asses. Y'all thought y'all sitting here getting away with shit because y'all thinking like, oh, we gonna use Johnny to punk him to get him out of the picture. No, that didn't make that nigga shut down or be quiet. Y'all didn't know y'all didn't shut that man down. If anything, y'all gave him way much more than what he needed. I'm hearing payback's a bitch, ain't it? Because it's like, it's supposed to be, oh, yo, aunties and them. Yeah, the ones what? Michelle been the one that's been trying to stay ghost and stay out of my motherfucking energy for a long time. You remember when you was having to teach me the Lord's Prayer? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, give us this day. Y'all remember how you had me chant that until I was able to fall asleep? Mind you, I had to be in this one room because I was supposed to forget this. I was in a room. They made sure that I came in the night. As a matter of fact, I want to say it was a full moon because I remember when in the room when they had me in there. Whew. This shit is so fucking diabolical. But as a kid, you're going to be innocent because kids do that. It's natural because people be like, kids are so fucking forgiving, and it hurts my heart for people that literally take advantage of that. That's why they be wanting to have this perversion of this thing. But sad thing, pedophilia has been in existence since the beginning, before Christ's existence. Just didn't nobody want to sit there and regulate a motherfucker and go ahead and demolish them off of earth, because kids are the fucking future, and the more you're fucking them up, the more you're messing up the fact of them not having a proper life. Patrick married women out of convenience when he needed to set up something. That I know. Because the person he was, it's like, you bringing all these young girls to Sheila house. Why would you give a day? And I'm like, oh, never mind. It's the trap house. So it's just like being in that trap house. As a kid, I already knew what they were doing. And even now, so it's just like, okay, it has to take me this long to figure out how the fuck to get the fuck out of this situation for them to want to play this game. So I'm just like, I had to go back and, remind myself, what nationalities were you around? What jobs did these people have? Who was around? Were there many, many kids, or were there less kids? And once I started putting that around, I was like, the day that the feds come across this bitch, because as far as y'all thought y'all was going to take it, y'all took it too far. For my baby to go ahead and let me know, yeah, mommy, he was trying to put me on the phone. He said that this is my auntie. I don't know why the fuck he got you talking to the bitch ass little girl. playing, because I was like, that one time when she, started playing, I was like, damn, he already got her turned out. And she was barely just turning 18. Yeah, me and my boyfriend, you already strung out. You already going through this shit. Oh, I forgot that was already a pimp. You pimped the girl out, and so she got accustomed to it. Bruh. You killed Kim to keep her quiet from to cover up all the shit that you did when it came to Denise. That makes clear sense to me. Clairsentient. That's what it's called. Yes, clairsentience. Then you feel that I wasn't supposed to know what ties and connections when it comes to the download. Patrick Monique Luter is fucking gay, baby. It ain't no fucking reason for you to have to go through that many motherfucking women for you to do that. Nigga, I know you got turned out in prison. Like, the fuck? Or were you the one turning motherfuckers? It seems like maybe you like to rustle and tussle, but yeah, you messing with transgenders. I wouldn't be surprised the bitch that you married to is a fucking trans. Or if not, y'all swinging and y'all fuck around with twin. Yeah, y'all do that shit together. You and Cindy or whatever the fuck her name is. Y'all do that shit together. Seeing that bitch is just like makes sense. It makes sense to me. I go in on any fucking body, on ganging them, due to the simple fact you brought my kids in this. That's a big no. But I'm going to see how far you take this, and we're going to have fun for real, though. But let's get into the real fucking messages today. February. February is prevalent. What happened in February, please? Clear, accurate, precise messages only from the divine for the highest light. Clear, accurate messages only. Clear out any negative energy. Anybody sending in negative energy through these messages, return to their ass to sender. With no mercy, with all pun intended. And I say it with love so they can understand not to ever do that shit again. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Doing something since somebody as a kid. This is definitely dealing with somebody from Oklahoma, Texas, Montana, Wyoming. Somebody even going to go back. If you're an investigator, sorry, because subside. That first part was something to do with mine, but I had to let it be known so y'all can understand, since y'all want to come over here and figure out what it is that's being said, which is nothing but facts. Because somebody's going to keep trying to avoid and re-diverting the conversation. Because you did this during Taurus season. Definitely highly in fucking February. As a matter of fact, while I'm fucking speaking, wasn't it like 2 days ago? If I had to sit here, this is the 22nd, right? So Denise either passed on the 20th or the 22nd. There's a fucking nurse involved in this shit. Right now, there's a bitch in the hospital that they're currently paying that goes around, and if she knows that you want a fucking IV, they putting shit in people's IVs. They've been doing that shit for a long ass time. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and run it back. Let me get y'all a fresh one. Because that right there is just to let y'all know that I know. But I ain't fit to let you know the rest of the motherfucking details. Because people like y'all deserve what the fuck coming to you. And for a lot of y'all, God done gave a lot of people a chance to stand on business and do right by people that ain't did shit to you. It's a lot of people out here. You're mad because a person is okay with going with their own brain to say, hey, I am intelligent. I am smart. I can do better. Right now, I done called on my ancestors. I ain't even playing with nobody no more. I have a heart and I sympathize with any and everybody. But the fact of how far this is going, it's like I'm tired. And when God knows that I'm tired and he don't need his angels tired on earth, he coming for everybody. And I told God to go ahead and handle everybody with all mercy intended, all pun intended. I don't care if it's your kids. I don't care if they're unborn. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your ancestors. Step up on the behalf of me. My archangels that handle me, step up on the behalf of me. I don't care if they're good, if they're evil, handle it for me. Because these people deserve no existence. And he told me, Watch them fall like butterflies. And the ones that decided to go ahead and participate, you're going to understand who's doing what and who's participated in what. Why? They get in car accidents. They getting sick. Kids getting sick. Motherfuckers getting in the hospital. Getting fucking crazy ass injuries. Food poisoning. Alcohol poisoning. Getting caught up. Getting locked up. All kind of shit. For fucking with me, it would do what you do best. If this is expose what it is that they like to do undercover, expose that shit. And that's what my ancestors been doing. That's how the fuck I was like, oh, they got in a car accident. I done had so many people come to me like, yeah, I gotta go because my person, they got sick and they just having a hard bed rest. Yeah, because I know you was involved in it. You better pray to God that baby make it through it. But for somebody, it's gonna be somebody, they gonna figure out that fucking kid gonna have a severe disability. You gonna know how it feels, because I'm hearing you shouldn't have made fun of me. I'm hearing you shouldn't have made fun of me. Everything was fucking funny. Everything ain't fucking funny. I need to teach y'all something. And when it comes to spiritual aspects, and when you start messing with people with the for real spiritual gifts, this is how you know a person got severe and real spiritual gifts, whether they know it or not. The people or the person that goes ahead and tries to set up, like say, try to set them up. Those with real powerful supernatural gifts, or whatever you call it, you will see within 3 to 5 days that something will happen to them. At first, it seems like it don't faze them. It'll start out so fucking minor. But in my case, they'll take out 3 of the people that they feel that keeps them strong. My team will take them down. The bigger part of it is, that's why I tell women, don't ever come for me. Especially if you feel like, oh, I want children and my kids, they're going to take your babies from you. They're going to take your babies from you. Whether they make the baby take themselves out, somebody else taking them out, or your own personal relatives doing it. That's how I know my ancestors. But mostly here lately, it's been them, the person taking themselves out on their own, or some real crazy nonsense been happening. But most of them been taking themselves out. If not, it's just freak accidents. Miraculous ones. And it's like, oh, you do hoodoo, bitch. I ain't got even a fucking place to even want to practice some shit like that. It's bad enough that y'all did all this shit so long ago that you think you got me on the fucking Fed list. They gonna watch every fucking thing that I do. I feel like somebody was so fucking stupid to do this shit that they didn't realize that when you put a person on a fucking Fed list, that gets you guys investigated too, dummy. Somebody was so fucking stupid and didn't realize that anonymous is not such fucking anonymous. Any anonymous tip that comes in, they're gonna keep that fucking evidence, IP address, telephone number, and whoever. You're never anonymous, honey. You're not ever fucking anonymous. Somebody's so stupid and needed to hear that. You're not ever fucking anonymous when you're reporting something. And how many times you fucking do it? After the second time, when you come back again, now you're under fucking investigation. Somebody didn't know that. Same thing in the court system. If you go file false accusations, if you get a group of people setting up the same accusation, you want to know what eventually that the cops do? Confirmation. You know what the cops eventually do? They're going to set it up where don't none of you know for sure, because mind you, the interviews will be super subtle. Some of you will even sit there and be thinking that you're talking to the people in your fucking group, Pisces, Cancer, or a fucking Scorpio, but you in a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, y'all thinking y'all talking in private. And y'all talking to private investigators that's going ahead and building the web of lies that you told back in May, that you didn't think that somebody was it wasn't going to be seen, right? But y'all get sick real quick. We're going to try to beat them up and get them, feeling like they can't do this and stuff. We're going to make them feel trapped. Me, I got it to a point where I'm okay. Because I'm going to know who is who. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, Yeah, eventually you tell the truth because I have one of those gifts that I'm not going to mention on here. But I'll use it to my motherfucking advantage, but I'll continue to play gullible and naive if you need me to. But how can you prove that, though? That's the biggest thing. There's investigators right now. There's a judge and a fucking lawyer watching me right now as I fucking speak. There's a judge most definitely watching. Most definitely this judge watching. No, I ain't got my money, judge. I ain't never seen no money. I was never told about this money. But these motherfuckers over here, this Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person that's trying to run away, that may end up sabotaging this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius man. They fit to double cross this man in the worst way. And I'm hearing it's a cakewalk. It's too easy to go ahead and put this on the book. You didn't want to be judged? Now you about to be judged. But y'all want to put me through some shit that y'all say here, I'm a streetwalker? Since fucking when, bitch? Since when? Y'all painted all this fake shit. The last bitch that you had prior to Patrick ended up marrying a girl that was like, what, 26, 27. So I had Marcus when I was, what, like maybe 25 or something like that. No, as a matter of fact, this is after Afghanistan. It's either after or before I went to Afghanistan. But anyway, with Patrick, I had been studying him for a long time. He was thinking like, oh, I want to build a relationship. Bitch, I don't want to build no fucking relationship with you, nor do I desire to really fucking be around Sheila. Because it was just like, something just didn't ever fucking sit right with my soul. It just didn't sit right at all. Because it's like, oh, y'all cool, but you cool, like, how you cool with a nigga that he brought a young girl in your home? And instead of you being a grown-ass woman like, Patrick, what the fuck is you doing? And calling 911 and getting that nigga locked the fuck up, you dusted under the rug, right? And at that point, that's when I knew not to ever fucking trust them. And at that point, when I told them straight up, I even wrote them a letter as a kid. Because I had trouble articulating because they didn't want to say, oh, you're autistic. You have ADHD, but you wanted to say, oh, she's just aggressive. She's mean because you got a lot of black people. Because they felt not telling me. That's why when I hear parents saying, I haven't told my child that they're autistic. Bitch, you the fucking reason why fucking kids are getting snatched up and getting locked up, getting trafficked, getting turned down and all this stupid shit. Because you don't want to tell their fucking child that they have a certain disability that need to be fucking covered. You're a fucking disgrace to Earth. Bruh. Oh my soul. Because my soul wants to scream out like, I feel like my soul wants to act like the fucking dragon and just come in and eat these motherfucking people up, spit them out, bring them back to life, and make them stand on big business about what you did. You wanted to humiliate somebody? I guess you might as well call me motherfucking Jesus up in this bitch. Call me God because you wanted to crucify me in front of all these motherfucking people. Not only people, you did it in a country. You did it in a state. And then the gravest mistake is like, shit. You took it to a judge that clearly could say, she ain't insane. She's fully intact. So what are we going to do about that? It ain't shit you can do about that. Nope. But what you can do is give me my motherfucking money. What you can do is stay out of my motherfucking energy and stay the fuck out of my lane, because after other that, it's going to be more truths, family truths that don't nobody want to talk about. Shavia, or however the fuck you say your name. Bitch, you be sitting there fucking watching and acting like you ain't, I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I bet you didn't even fucking know, but you didn't bother to motherfucking ask. I bet you didn't bother to just say, hey, something wasn't right. But you knew something wasn't fucking right that day when you found out that I was right up the street from you. And it was just like, wait a minute, something ain't right. And y'all remember y'all took me to fucking Mississippi, but y'all didn't know something wasn't right prior to them pit stops when they was going ahead and getting me to do what they had to do, and y'all had to hurry up and get me up out of there because I kept telling you, hey, somebody's in there, and y'all like, no, ain't nobody in there. And I was able to tell y'all where somebody was at, and then but enjoy 4th of July, and by the next morning, by July 5th, I was back in Lawton. Oh, she couldn't be over here because she was telling some secrets that the conversation I was, but she a kid, she ain't gonna know what we talk about. I knew everything y'all was fucking talking about. Impeccable memory, right? Down to the fact that y'all was putting shit in my drink, putting shit in my food, forcing me to eat when y'all knew I didn't want to eat because I was trying to keep my fucking self safe. Then it's like, oh, her mouth is reckless. And what? Bitch, I gotta be fucking reckless. To you, motherfuckers. Because all y'all cared about was fucking money. Y'all give a fuck if I live, survive, none of that. Y'all just knew y'all was getting a check off my ass. Because still to this day, Sheila, you gotta explain to me, how the fuck did you come up off that money? We coming from Pine Hills, living on Section 8 and shit. And all of a sudden, I think I left during the pregnancy, and then all of a sudden, I left trying to run away to get the fuck away from these people. All of a sudden, you came up on some money. All of a sudden, you come up on some money. You was able to get that house. She was able to get a Tahoe. She had a BMW. Then after that, it was just, my credit, like, you was just braggadocious. And then you bring this bitch ass nigga Darian into the house. My kids were innocent, untouched prior to that. This nigga touched on my kid. And maybe my son is not going to speak because, of course, that's embarrassing for a boy. But I know from a fact, somebody knows. But you allow that shit to happen with my daughter, though. You allow that shit to happen with my daughter, though. And y'all wait until like, oh, we're going to get her money to dwindle and shit like this, so she ain't got no way to go ahead and come handle this stuff, because y'all knew if I caught onto that trail, you could call the police. I don't give a fuck if you got to put out restraining orders, protect. Y'all knew on my soul and on my dead babies that y'all fucking killed from fucking Puerto Rico to here, and on my dead son, James Henry Taylor, the fucking 6th, that y'all fucking killed over there in Metro West. Stay on y'all ass. Because the thing of it is, the difference between all of y'all, I ain't running with no motherfucking crowd. That's the scary part of it, right? I ain't running with no fucking crowd. The weird thing is, every fucking body that you done sent over here to come to that motherfucking hotels and everywhere I fucking been, all them bitches. Cause ain't nobody had the motherfucking balls. And even if you a grown ass man coming to kill one bitch, how dare you be a fucking man and you can't stand on your shit and say, this nigga sent me to kill you. I've been standing 10 toes. These are grown-ass men coming from a one female. I'm 5'4", solid. Bitch, I ain't never been fucking scared. If it's my time to motherfucking die, I'm dying of motherfucking G in this bitch. Because I ain't ran. That bitch nigga is next door. I got 3 more motherfuckers down the fucking road. You think I've been scared of these niggas? They looking at me scared. Why she ain't flinching? Because that bitch asses is listening. Don't play with somebody that ain't fucking scared. You playing with people's kids. You playing with people's kids. You fucking with people's stability. Because you ain't got no motherfucking humility. Because you ain't got no motherfucking integrity. Because you ain't fucking man or woman enough to stand up to your bullshit. Because you ain't got no talents. Because your bitch ass ain't got no gift. So I'm going to steal it and I'm going to harm you for your fucking life. Bitch, find you something safe to do. Because God have mercy on you. Because I ain't got shit on you. And ask for forgiveness, you better ask God. God told y'all bitch asses you need to come through me before you go to him. I ain't did shit to nobody. I mind my business. I stay in my lane. But when you come fucking with me and my kids gotta call me, because y'all want to set that up because I was so unfit. She's reckless. She's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to be crazy for my motherfucking kids. Any person with common sense that actually genuinely love their kids and worry about their safety and well-being, it makes complete fucking sense. Triumph. Why don't you try it? Why don't you try giving a fuck about how the fuck your kids feel? Because y'all still fucking 40, 50, 60 years old, bitch ass niggas and women talking about beat that kid's ass. No, bitch, beat your own ass. That's why some of y'all motherfucking kids out here with fucking popcorn readers thinking they popping big shit because my mama works for the city. Pop bigger shit when you can talk your shit knowing you can stand on your own shit and I ain't gotta call mama and daddy to come clean up my motherfucking shit. I ain't gotta call everybody else to come clean up some shit that I fucking started. I ain't gotta build a fucking group with a false narrative to go ahead and go after somebody. If I'm gonna come after somebody, I'm coming after you with facts. But the biggest part of this is, I'm telling you, this shit for to start another fucking street war because these motherfuckers coming after me are realizing this bitch, she ain't got shit to do with nothing. Who was the person that brought me this woman to go ahead and go after her when she can tell all these secrets and stuff like that, but even more so, she can actually help me? These niggas y'all sending out to fucking kill me are seeing me more beneficial. Oops, I'm sorry. You didn't tell me that this person has what? You didn't tell me that this person could solve shit that I did about 10, 26 years ago? You didn't say none of that. I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't. Because you a salty bitch, so you got your husband almost losing his motherfucking career in pitching. Bitch, he gonna probably kill your ass before anything. Sitting here trying to play fucking games. Stupid games win stupid fucking prizes. Then it's like, oh, she's stupid naive. And then it's like, oh, wow, she really is super fucking intelligent. How did she know that about the statues? And how did she know that when it comes to computers? And how did she know that when it comes to laws and stuff like that? Because ain't nobody motherfucking stupid. You play stupid. Don't be stupid. Because I'm going to make sure you give me all the fucking reverse psychology. I'm sorry. Y'all got my transcripts, didn't you? Y'all got my transcripts. She wasn't lying about taking psychology in high school, huh? She ain't lying for when y'all had to go talk to that psychiatrist and that psychologist from Argentina and Cuba, right? Why? Because those are the top-notch researchers, ain't it? Ah, yeah. Even them having to tell you, hey, I ain't getting back involved in it, but I can talk to them. But me talking to them ain't gonna do too much because they're gonna figure out what the fuck we actually inquiring. You don't think these psychologists are sitting here telling a judge as we speak? Or are going to have to be prepared? Because I feel like somebody got notification that they got to be prepared to tell a judge or somebody something. Are they really this? Yes, they really are. Yes, they really are. Oh, well, I could purchase a car to try to clear this up. No, purchase my car and fill up my fucking bank account. And I need that shit for the next 3 years. Then maybe we can let bygones to be bygones. But this is somebody saying, yeah, I could go ahead and sign up for that. But in those 3 years of this contract, I'm going to figure out how I can come back out and try to do this. But you ain't going to be able to do that because by the time that's out, you probably going to be already out. Because the fact that you thinking about it to do it that way, they're going to make sure that you still do what you're supposed to do. But don't think you getting out of that grave situation because that's what you wanted for somebody else, right? A woman is coming between you and your person. I've been through that. A woman is coming between that and family fucking members. Y'all wanted to fuck me up because, oh, that you look too happy. And then you got to go feed this motherfucker even though you already had paid him to be there. But he didn't expect like, oh, wait a minute. So this was going to be oh, wait. So now this motherfucker got to deal with all of that. That ain't got shit to do with me now because it ain't my problem. Now y'all salty because y'all don't even know how to fuck I'm coming because it's like, oh, shit, she's, Of course, anybody's going to be on the defense. It's like, you're going to miss out. We're going to make sure that she's on the fence and she miss out on the actual blessing that's meant to be for her. I ain't missing out on shit. Because what's for me is for me. Period. Period. If the opportunity was built for me, God is going to make sure that I get it. Whether somebody reject me in my face, he going to bless me in a bigger space. Period. I'm aware of that. God been fucking blessing me, and I ain't got to talk about none of that shit. And now you're sitting here salty like, how the fuck did you get past that shit? It ain't for you to fucking know. But it is for you to know that I know. So stay the fuck out of my lane and out of my face. And anybody got to come to my face, don't be so surprised. Because right now, ain't no fucking filter for nobody. Nobody. Don't put me in an apartment space because everybody's sins and secrets coming out. I want my space. Give me what the fuck I want. I get what the fuck I want. Period. And if it's my money, y'all better run my money because that bank account, for as long as this shit's been running, is as long as y'all gonna be paying me. For somebody, you know, hey, for what your part was and how much you paid that motherfucker, go ahead and hit it in my account. However much you invested in it, go ahead and hit it in my account so you can go on about your day. And stay the fuck out of my face, stay the fuck up out of my lane. But I don't think you capable of doing that. It's become an addiction, isn't it? No? Something like that. But it's become a fact that don't trust people. That's what it do. I have a pure hate for people, but you can only hate people if you love them. I love people. I really want to see people win, but how this shit's been going on, love y'all motherfuckers from a distance. Y'all wanted to keep carrying out this plan, keep carrying it out. Because you carrying it out for a bitch that was jealous. There's a man right now. It was a group of men coming for me because his wife saying, oh, she did this to me. Nigga, I ain't did shit to your wife, but your wife fucking on your friend. Just the same way that the last nigga took all the evidence and proof that I had to prove that the man that went missing in Rio Grande, I know about that whole intricacies. But sir, you better pray that the girl, you know, your first love from Rio Grande, she was one I knew in 8th grade. And you had a baby with her too, right? Yeah. Yeah. I pray the baby stay alive. Not really, but, you know. I'm hearing severe disabilities. Can you handle it? Nah. Motherfuckers want to be fake friends and shit like that. That's why I don't do friends. I don't do family. If it's just the only family I'd be concerned about is anything that came out of my damn vagina. That's it. Because I can cope and handle the fact that I know that I'm standing in truth, that I know that I'm standing in doing the right thing, that if I don't know something instructionally, there's a book to read, there's places you can go to ask motherfucking questions, and thank God for blessing me to be able to have the access that I do have, to be in resources so I can make sure that I can do it the right way. So that even if my kids felt that I didn't do a good job at my parenting, or I didn't give them something that they felt that they needed, I understand that if my kids had to leave, but I understand in my heart it's still love. I understand that I still like my kids. I understand that I will still ride out for my kids. And even if I had to figure out, because there's some dumb motherfuckers out here in the world, you birthed them children. Love your children. However, if you have to separate yourself from your children, so be it, because there are children that are karmic in the world. Okay, you could do the blessed thing, set them up a nice little account from over there and keep it at afar. You could still let them know mommy loves them. You can get them a little box, whatever the fucking case may be, because I do. And it could possibly be for like my oldest daughter. Or my son and my oldest son. It's just my oldest. Because I don't have my older daughter do that. Something is going on with a man named Otis as well. But she'll be set up. She couldn't ever live in my house again because the involvement and how deep they got her involved in it. Any person that you get involved deep like that, they'll be willing to take your life if it's coming to you telling that child chump change. That child don't know about wealth or nothing like that. So, of course, I'm well aware that my child is more than capable. I know my child is capable of fucking doing it. Because that's like a parent like, oh, no, I didn't think my child was unalive. Little Timmy was more than fucking capable. You ever heard the shit that he said out loud with his thoughts? Okay, yes. This is the same difference with my same older child that I fucking love to death. But she tried the fuck out of me, and it's like, you gotta let them know. position. I ain't got to hurt you physically, but I'll make sure that you have a clear understanding. Don't you ever do that shit again. I ain't gonna take you out. You take yourself out before I fucking have to do that. No. God put you here for a reason. You have a purpose. And then when he's done with you serving your purpose, that's how he handle it. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But somebody's like, that's so cold-hearted. No. Go ahead and I need you to go ahead and read your Bible effectively and thoroughly. Okay? I need you to understand mythology and stuff like that thoroughly, since y'all want to practice it and you want to do esoteric and you want to do astrology and you want to think of history. Well, if history is repeating itself, history is going to let you know what the fuck it is that I'm saying, and either you're going to call me cold-hearted or you're going to have a clear fucking understanding of what it is. It's either one or the other. It ain't no fucking in between, and anybody getting caught in that gray era is the one that's just like sitting there still confused about what the fuck is really happening. And that's just the fucking facts of the matter. Because if you're still stuck in the gray matter, you're still trying to figure out, is this the truth? Do I have success? No, success is going to be for you, guaranteed, but you just got to fucking figure out how the fuck you going to do it. That's why I stand in truth. I don't give a fuck if the truth going to get me in trouble or not, but the truth going to set me the fuck free, because ain't nobody going to be able to say, she lied. I'm not a liar. If I did it, I did it. If I said it, I said it. Period. Did you say this, ma'am? Yes. Did it end up manifesting in a way that I wasn't prepared for? Of course. Did I have to deal with the consequences? I did. But guess what? God told me don't worry about it, because, hey, it required you in this shit. It required me to stand in my confidence to know that what I was saying was what I was saying, and what I was saying was facts. I ain't had no lie. Like, they still talking about she lying because she had her tooth removed. And even though they were removed, how many times did y'all catch on them ultrasounds? How many times did you catch on them MRIs, them CAT scans that y'all didn't want to show nobody? But the blessing is that my body know how to clean itself, right? 3 times. Y'all did 3 times. You're trying to go for a 4th. Like, how we going to go ahead and get this? Y'all got the military folk people involved. You had somebody that was sitting there on money, but you getting upset because it's supposed to be a secret, honey. Ain't shit secret. Because that shit that y'all doing is about to dry up. Y'all sitting there calling on fucking ancestors. And you gonna call you. I hope you ain't called Yaba y'all for this shit. And you cause somebody get some kids. Yaba y'all don't play about kids. Oshu don't play about kids. Oh yeah. They don't play about them kids. And you chose to play that? But then you did not. I ain't black. I ain't African. Well, we're mixed. No, let's go throw Mac. Bitch, I don't want to hear shit that we mix. Because the shit that you fucking practicing, you going against. How dare you go against me? It's to say that you going against your ancestors. If you don't like me, bitch, you don't like your ancestors. So how dare you? So, of course, it's going to backfire, you dumb dick. You can't be a colorist and still try to practice it. They will punish you. They will punish you. Somebody sitting there like, oh, shit. Every time I want to be, I'm from Spain, though. But if your DNA came through this bitch and you went anywhere else, you know that it's getting to a point that y'all won't be able to mark that you white no more. White motherfuckers just doing that for a number. It's numbers. It's a numbers game. It's the same thing that we do that in the fucking military. It's a numbers game. You know how many people go into the military? 1%. 1%. 5%. My apologies. It's 5%. It's only 5% people of the whole United States population. 5% that goes into the military, but y'all got so much shit to talk about when it comes to the military people. Only 5%? How dare y'all sit there and have the audacity to sit there to try to say that you know how military are and all this other. No, honey, you really fucking don't, because it's only 5%. The other 95% lazy on their ass complaining about every fucking thing. Period, point blank. And y'all still covering up shit. Y'all covering up fucking predators in your fucking family. Y'all covering up shit that y'all know y'all ain't even supposed to be fucking covering up. Shit, right now, honestly, I really feel the United States is the butt of the joke of other countries. If I really had to have it my way, if I really had to go somewhere, the United States right now is the fucking butt of the joke of every fucking country. How is it a third world country can sit there and laugh at y'all asses right now? You're a joke. Right now, the United States is a fucking joke right now. And it's sad to say that because it's like I served my country. I've done seen the shit that we had to deal with, and whenever it comes to higher situations, yeah, y'all should have put me in fucking intelligence. Because I'm hearing somebody say we should have had. Why the hell did we have them in logistics like that? Why did we have them? Somebody's asking questions now. We ended that contract how long ago? Because y'all had, what, 6 years from that time of when that contract ended, which was, what, 2018, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would have been the last year, right? So if I don't get that, that contract for some kind of federal position, if not getting back into a certain position, if not into a uniform, y'all already know what's coming. Y'all know what's coming. Even there's higher up, I can tell you right now, in the White Room, in the White House, there's a fucking conversation about me as I fucking speak, because I ain't stupid. I can tell when the fucking conversation is happening. My ears is ringing as I speak. Right now, somebody's sitting on the edge of their seat, trying to figure out, shit, I know for a fact she's going to get receipts. There's right now, I can tell you, federal on top-notch DOD, somebody can tell you right now, she knows how to do that. I can tell you right now, somebody saying, yeah, she actually can. Even though they hate to admit it, they tell you, yeah. Because y'all supposed to have did this way back in October. With the small extent of y'all finishing out, y'all better have this shit before 2025. Choose not to. That's like you opening up a whole different fucking portal that not even the people that are confidential, they're not even fucking prepared for it. That's the scary part. And somebody's saying that somebody's running off with an idea because they so busy in my phone that they're not even sure what the fuck they really doing with that. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you go to in the United States, around the fucking world. I guarantee you it's going to be, even your top readers fit to tell you, I can't even know. There's not even, they can't even know. They even trying and paying them to say, you have to tell me, we got to know. It's confidential, honey. It's guarded. Ain't no getting into figure it out. Because I'm hearing somebody say, it's locked. I can't even see it. This is giving me like Baba Yaga. This is giving me the Baba. That the blind lady that was coming in giving all those predictions. It's giving that kind of energy. Only she could see. She couldn't see, but she could see. I'm not supposed to see because I'm supposed to be slow because autism, I'm supposed to be stupid, right? But then it's like we forget about IQ. That's no different than how y'all try to do fucking Einstein. The fuck? Oh, it just so happened to be a black fucking female. But the upper hand is, shit, she got military experience, so it's easy to fucking train her. I would take the motherfucker that's easier to train than the motherfucker that's just figuring out, I wouldn't know what to do. And if you was to put that motherfucker out in the wilderness, they definitely wouldn't know what the fuck to do. And then boom, there you go. You done lost what the fuck it is that you needed to do that had you to have the upper hand. I'm the motherfucker that you go ahead and get, you hire, and you protect by all means necessary. Whether you had to come together and go to the motherfucking UN. Hey, we protect this motherfucker by all means necessary. I hear that for a fucking fact. Because trying to kill her is basically trying to destroy my own world. It's like going to fucking oblivion. I'm confident in myself in that. So whether you wanted to sit there because you were still mad about when I was in Puerto Rico, get the fuck out of y'all bitch ass feelings because this shit is a little bit bigger than what it is that you're trying to conceal with your low life, fucking low budget ass fucking schemes. That shit was so fucking low budget. Like, you don't think I was fucking hurt? Puerto Rico got too much motherfucking fucking potential. That fucking island had so much fucking potential where they could have flipped that whole island to go ahead and be able to have your own way to make sure your fucking money is ran appropriately. But yet, y'all want to fuck with a person because, well, we didn't know. And he came to us with this information. Oh, I'm sorry. He went to one of your faggot ass cops that was running a dumb ass fucking investigation. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all was used to using this particular family for certain thing and information because they've been using this system for a minute. Because it goes all the way up to what? New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Virginia and Tennessee. Welcome to the game, baby. And it's like, damn, she really know. I know all the operation shit. If we want to shut it down, all the legal systems, all this legal system got to do, come hire me. Just make sure I'm one paid bitch. Just make sure wherever you put me is in a secure location and I got security. I could do my job. Just make sure I'm secure. Make sure that I can get my Thule too. I need to go ahead and have my license in my Thule too, so I can do my job efficiently. Cause I'm that efficient. Somebody's talking to people that I worked with in the fucking military. She on her shit, but she don't take no shit. And you absolutely motherfucking right. Don't get on me about what the fuck I need to do, but I am open to learning. I'm not an asshole in that aspect, because in order to teach, you must be willing to fucking learn. And this is somebody fucking 58, 55 years old. Oh, because she's 35. She ain't telling me shit. I've been doing. Bitch, well, apparently how the fuck you doing it ain't fucking effective, because it's getting your bitch ass caught the fuck up. Because even if the new judge is sitting there and he looking at your dumb ass knowing you a lie, bitch, apparently it's telling this judge, you're used to dumb motherfuckers, aren't you? I can hear a judge sitting here looking at somebody like, okay, like you coming into the office today with the same shit, but you saying you don't know shit, but then you coming in with the shit to go ahead and put them on shit. Come on now. How often how much more could you give yourself away? How much fucking more could you give yourself away? And then how much stupider could you be? Because I'm hearing we got paid feds and we know who our paid feds is, but you don't know who's the other ranked paid motherfuckers that's internal to get them asses out. Yes, you can be internal affairs, DEA, and an FBI agent. Somebody didn't fucking know that. Why? It requires a better clearance, bitch. You think they don't got their own people on the inside to know aid? But somebody went through mental conflict because 2 to 8 of your fucking people, up to 17 people convinced that this was for a fucking mission and for a bigger purpose. But they didn't do their full research to understand that this shit is way bigger. How do we solve it? You want to know why they make movies? Because they looking for people to solve it. They listen to the reviews to solve how they can better fix that. How do we solve the trafficking? So we're going to put out a movie out here and get people in their feelings. Some people going to come up with ideas in the organization. That shit been working for... That's neither here. It is here or there. But I feel like that certain intellectual brains are not able to get to that capacity to understand what the fuck I'm saying. Because y'all want to go run off with the narrative to use the content, but you cannot break down what the fuck I'm saying. And I broke it down within this time for somebody to sit down and say, God damn, the bitch is fucking intelligent. I need her. I don't even want you working for the fucking police department. You work for my court system, because you can tell me if that fucking police made a fake report. Because I'm passionate about my shit. I could do this shit all day. I could do this shit in my motherfucking sleep if you needed me to. Your Honor, Mr. President, whoever the fuck else want me. I could do this shit in my sleep and I ain't got no problem with it. Because I'm passionate about saving fucking people's lives. I ain't got to be a nurse or a fucking doctor to save your fucking life. But I can guarantee you I can give it the words for you to stand 10 toes on your fucking business. How dare you fucking do this? There's kids, bro. I'm angry. My kids, I ain't do shit. And I can see if I was just a shitty ass fucking person, but for all y'all to sit here and watch, and some of y'all to sit back to understand she's a good fucking person. When I got to sit there out of my peripheral and see a motherfucker recording me sitting there talking to a homeless woman because I wanted to go back and go find her so she can have something warm to fucking put on. It's cold outside. It don't take nothing to have a heart to know, yes, these people could be on drugs, but do you know their story? And you got the fuck off because you felt my emotions. How can you feel a person's emotions through a phone? Someone said that's beyond magical. You don't do this to people that did nothing to you. But to take this shit this far, I'm going to be passionate about taking this shit even further because I'm not scared. Because if it's my time to go, I know I'm going to leave this earth knowing that I did right. That's the difference between me and the fucking people on earth. They don't make them like me no more. I give a fuck. But when I have to not give a fuck, we got a problem. Because I'm fighting who I am naturally. I am love. But I'm not scared. Because in order to not understand what the fuck love is, you gotta live in fucking fear. That's why any man ever tell me, I ain't never had this, or my mama and them, and because you fear it, baby. You fear what it is to understand what stability is. You fear to understand what stability is. You know how hard it is to see a motherfucker that get out of prison to understand that, baby, it's not your fault. You fucked up because you didn't get the healing that you need, because the trauma that you need to do, because you got fucking bullshit ass people in prison systems that's not man or woman enough to stand up and let these people know, like, baby, you can heal this shit. Either you want to make the decision today or sit your ass in here tomorrow. How is it that I'm just one little fucking person that can solve all fucking situations that y'all got? How is it we got millions of fucking situations and I can solve it in one fucking sitting in an hour? In an hour. It's too fucking easy. But you get bitch ass people that want to run off and feel like that they got the full ID and the full intel. Somebody got a detail right now on my ass, trying to figure out how the fuck you know how to solve all this shit, because you should have ran me my money. What? Back in April when y'all knew I touched ground in the state of fucking Florida? Y'all should have gave me my money a long time ago when y'all figured out that it was the motherfuckers from fucking Puerto Rico trying to call over here, and y'all didn't put 2 and 2 together until now. Y'all figuring out now that there's somebody pretending to be fucking me? But then now y'all understanding, like, so even if we did this and even if we said that, it ain't gonna make no fucking difference. You think I don't know what a fuck a female hit woman look like? I've been around them. To me, I honestly, like, when I have to sit back and look at this whole situation, I'm like, damn, this low key is kind of scary and like kind of wild to fucking think about that. That's crazy. Y'all knocking on my door. Yes. I'm sorry. Oh. No. No.
Okay, we're coming. Come back.
Okay, baby. Habla español. Sí.
Que si quieres servicio.
Sí. Oh, no necesito servicio.
Toallas limpias.
Sí.
Dame las toallas sucias para pedirte.
A ver. Ya, hold on. Solo tengo uno.
¿Solo hay una?
Sí. Porque hay uno preguntando cuál es el jefe.
Ya ven los chinos como son.
Ay. ¿Eso lo pasa uno de la vez? Sí.
Ok.
Oh, él está el jefe.
Él es el dueño de aquí.
Ah, viste. Él está haciendo cosas que él no sabe.
No.
Porque pasando, haciendo eso, él no sabe que la cosa está pasando ahora mismo. Es el libro. Tú sabes. Pero no preocupes. Gracias, mi amor. Que tenga un buen día. Evening, sir. Cabrón. Cuídate, mi amor. Yeah, let me get back to it. But to it, a hotel owner right now, that motherfucker's salty. But he already know. He ain't finna come over here with all that shit. Forgive me, ma'am. I didn't know that this was how far it went. But I'll be back. Second recording.